Welcome back to a new video. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you think the 2025-2026 NHL season is going to stay predictable, think again. Because there are 5 names around the league that executives are quietly monitoring right now, and if even one of them gets moved, it changes the entire playoff picture. We're talking franchise centers, Stanley Cup winning goalies, and veteran core pieces. These aren't depth rentals. They are moves that flip organizations. Let's get into it. Connor Garland. Garland is the kind of player contenders love in April. He's relentless, he wins puck battles, he drives play at 5-on-5, and he plays way bigger than his size. He's not flashy, he's not a 40-goal scorer, but if you're a team that needs energy in your middle six, if you're getting outworked in playoff-style games, Garland is exactly the guy you target. He's the annoy you for 7 games straight type of person, and those players become heroes in Game 6 or Game 7 of the playoffs. Next up, we'll be going into someone who may not get as moved, but will have lots of attention to him during this trade deadline, is Mackenzie Weegar. This would be a big trade for Calgary. Weegar isn't just a depth add, he's a 22 to 25 minute a night defenseman. He kills penalties, he plays physical, he moves the puck efficiently, and he brings playoff composure. If a contender feels like their blue line isn't built for the grind, Weegar is the type of player you will overpay for, because reliable, top 4 defensemen are the hardest pieces to find at the deadline. And if Calgary ever decided to pivot, the bidding war for Weegar would be insane. Next up, we'll be going to number 3 on the list, Sergei Bobrovsky. He's the veteran Cup gamble. Now, we're getting very bold with this pick, as Bobrovsky is a 2-time Vezina winner, and he's proven he can carry a team throughout the playoffs, as we have seen in Columbus and with his tenure in Florida. And when Sergei Bobrovsky is on his game and he gets taught, he can steal the series for your team. One downside to him is that he also is expensive though and older, and goalies are the most unpredictable position in hockey, as we can just turn to the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators and see how their goaltending has kind of put a predicament on their season so far. Finally, we'll be going into the last goaltender of this video with one more player after, and the last goaltender of this video would be Jordan Binnington, the emotional wild card. You want chaos? Here it is. Binnington is one of the most polarizing goalies in the NHL. Stanley Cup champion, ultra competitive, unshakable confidence, 4 nations starting goalie, as well as through the Olympics for Team Canada. He is emotional, intense, but he is also sometimes controversial. Now imagine having dropped into a contender's locker room mid-season. If he catches fire, he can absolutely carry the momentum for a playoff run and carry them to the Stanley Cup Finals. He's proven he thrives in high-pressure moments. But you're not just trading for talent, you're trading for a personality, and that's what makes this one fascinating for any contender that's looking to trade for Jordan Binnington. Finally, the biggest fish on today's NHL market, Robert Thomas, the franchise-altering move. If this happens, it breaks the league. Robert Thomas isn't a rental. He isn't a depth piece. He's a franchise center, elite vision, top-line playmaker, power play quarterback from the half wall, point per game upside every year. You don't trade players like this unless something big is happening internally. But here's why his name would explode at the deadline. Every contender in the league is desperate for a true number 1 center. If Thomas became available, the bidding war would be insane. It would include first-round picks, top prospects, roster players. This is the kind of move that resets an organization as a whole. And if we're talking about one trade that could change the 2026 Stanley Cup favorite, it's this. So here you have it. You have Connor Garland, Mackenzie Weegar, Sergei Bobrovsky, Jordan Binnington, and Robert Thomas. And that's not including potential players that could be flipped as well, such as Patrick Laine and Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Bobby McMann. This trade deadline will be one to remember. It'll be one where trades will define how your team proves in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more hockey content just like this.